card is out of date, mademoiselle.
I'm sorry,
The case, open it, please.
I mean, it's only my clothes.
Open the case. Well, what have we here? The tanker! You, guards here! You group, come with me!
You ready, okay?
Back.
Don't touch me, you filthy pig!
Out of the way.
Just because you're a man, you think you've got some God-given right to touch if anybody is fighting! Well, you haven't, you hear? You haven't!
I've decided to set up camps for all the mucky.
Oh? Where?
In the forest, one outside the village, Delmar's place.
Is that wise, do you think?
I've got to do something. The plateau's bursting at the seams with maquis. And more come every day.
It's your decision, of course.
And I wouldn't make it if the British military mission advised against it.
It should be safe enough, my friend.
I think so. The Germans haven't the men or the inclination to challenge us up here. Well, that's not what worries me. It's all very well having the men. How are we going to arm them and feed them? Find transport for them.
A present from the German High Command.
All right. Yes. I don't know who you are, but you saved my life.
Nicole de Sauer.
And I'm Adele.
Look, we better stay off the road. Come on, there's a track.
Lovely juice. Come in very handy for our supply wagon.
That was the general idea. So, when do we strike the arms convoy?
Sorry, Luke. Patience, something you must learn, huh?
Yeah, but Rex told me to go ahead and plan.
Luke. Rex is not in charge around here, I am. I'll go for the convoy when I think it serves the interests of the resistance.
It's just we're not doing enough!
Luke, things are going to hot up here very soon.
Your rendezvous. I'll be in the bar later. Come on, let's get this thing out of sight!
You've done well, but don't let it go to your head. Having your pin-up picture in every German HQ could have its disadvantages.
What were you doing, Koenig, to let them get away with it?
We were unfortunate, sir. They shot up the...
Like last time, outwitted by a bunch of undisciplined terrorists.
I'm sorry, General Stuckler, but the Kubelwagen was shot up.
Yes, with weapons, stolen, no doubt, by these people on their last raid. The outrages get worse. I've seen it all before, in the East. They cannot be allowed to get away with it. From now on, I am taking personal charge of this business. Do you understand me? And as for you, Koenig, I don't know what to do with you. Make me a full report.
Sir.
And get me Prefect Bonnard. This challenge to my authority will be stopped.
Put him through. General Stuckler. I see. Whenever you like. Certainly. I agree. The criminals on Le Crest must be stamped out.
I don't know how to thank you, Nicole.
It's me I should be thanking you, risking your life for us. You're British, aren't you? I've always wanted to do something.
Will the Germans know you tricked them?
I don't know. I suppose they will.
Then you're in great danger. Do you live up here? Your family?
I don't have anyone. Not now. I work in Beaufort. Today's my day off. I was coming to Licorice to try and find work. Anything to get away from these Germans.
Zoe, what the hell?
Victor!
Clement now.
And Adele.
Safe journey?
Yes, but
Who is she?
Nicole saved me from the firing squad.
What?
I found my radio set at a roadblock. She saved me, and now she's in danger.
I see. Have you made contact recently?
No, not since I left. I've got a sced coming up if I'm quick. I could wait till tomorrow.
We've been weeks without an operator. Use the battery in the van.
Right. Look after her. She's nice.
Was there anything else, Arnie? Oh, let's see. I could spare a couple of veterans. Give some background to your people. Local colour and so on. All right. But it'll cost you a lunch. Oh, come on. Come in. You can afford it. All Americans have pots of money. Well, that's what I've been told. All right, Arnie. Yes. Bye. Gordon, come and sit down.
Sorry, there's obviously been some mistake. I've got an appointment to see the boss.
You're in the right place. I am the boss.
Adele is very grateful. But you must understand, she can't get involved with gratitude.
Oh, I understand. I'll be on my way then.
No! Clement, she's already too involved. They'll be looking for her. She might get caught, and I can't... We can't just let her go. We must protect her.
So, when CAD moved to Eisenhower's staff, they asked me to step into the gap. Temporarily, at least.
I see.
These are vital times. I must be able to rely on my personnel assistant, absolutely.
You know my record?
I do. How is your shoulder now?
It's fine. I won't have full use of the arm again. The muscles have... But you'll know all this. It's presumably why I've been relegated to pen pusher and desk walla.
Well, some might see it as a promotion. Anyway, to business. We're obviously building up activity in all areas in anticipation of the invasions. The outfit's organising diversionary operations. You'd better make some notes. Come in. Ah, Maud. Just arrived. Thank you. It's from Emily Whitbread, Zoe.
Little Zoe?
Arrived safely in Area 5, and she's made contact with Kit.
She's not still in the field, is she? Not after all she went through.
This is no time for giving leave, I'm afraid. And she's called Adele now.
Your cover is that you are Etienne's new dairymaid.
Right.
Your skills are very much needed. I have a number of projects lined up for Rex.
Let me know what they're doing. The resistance is very strong up here. No enemy presence, lots of different groups. Refugees, too.
Almost a free republic. Small corner of the old France.
Certainly feels very different. Are you based up here a lot, then?
I look after a wide area, but I'm here a good deal. More and more as time goes on.
Something's going to happen.
They'll be sending orders, something connected with the invasions.
Are you travelling long?
A couple of days.
Oh, you've been needing a rest, I think. Come on. We'll drive you till you home.
Marilla, there's someone I want you to meet. This is Nicole. She was the one who saved my life at the roadblock. She'd like to help.
You're a patriot, mademoiselle.
I'd like to do more.
In time, perhaps, there'll be things you can help us with.
Should be safe enough up at the farm with Adele. If you need work, talk to the hotel owner.
You're very kind, monsieur.
The aim would be to divert enemy resources from the landing areas, the southern coast as well as Normandy. We've been given the go-ahead.
What kind of ops? Sabotage?
We need to consult in detail with the Free French leader and with Kit as area coordinator for the southeast.
Where are they based?
Down here in the Alps. This plateau here in the mountains. Pretty inaccessible. The Germans send in the occasional patrol, but by and large they leave Le Crest alone. Anyway, we need to get Kit and Renard back here as soon as possible.
There's not enough moon for a plane.
I know.
How about picking them up by submarine and flying them home from Gibraltar?
Possibly.
Don't worry. I'll get Kit Vanson home.
Good. And we'll need reinforcements for Le Crest. A courier, and more important, a new leader to work with Kit. Let's have a look at those files. Virginia Mitchell. She has very sound qualities, well proven, plenty of experience. Her work in Area 8 was excellent. She also has contacts in the vicinity of Area 5.
Would this girl be accepted as leader?
She completed the leader's course with flying colours.
Thanks.
You think a woman can't do the job?
It's just that you've got to know who's boss. No arguments.
Yes.
When you're in the field.
And I haven't been in the field.
I didn't say that. I just said
I
that
think
this...
Virginia will be perfect.
Of course. I'll be there.
Sorry, I was on the telephone. I know. It was them, wasn't it? Mrs. O'Connor will be here to look after you. How about some tea? You're doing this to punish me. They need me, that's all. I took you back after you saw your mistake. We all make mistakes. Not every mother would have done that. And you got your way after all, didn't you? Let me plump those pillows up. He was never right. I could tell. I have some use. Don't leave me alone. I don't want you to die. Nobody's going to die. It's not dangerous work. Try to understand. Nonsense, child. I know you're going back to France. Jasmine or Earl Grey? For heaven's sake, let's get some daylight in here.
We need to find hiding places, Etienne, for all our documents and accounts. And up here would be safe. Is that okay?
Fine.
I'll see you later.
Evening, Renard.
Well.
Something?
I hope you've got your passport handy. We're to go to London. Both of us.
London? What do they want with us in London?
I don't know. Must be important.
Send for you, yes, but for me, too.
We must be ready to leave at a moment's notice. We'd better talk to Rex.
I tell you what, Clement. Our work here has been recognized. Why else should we be singled out, huh? Something big's gonna happen.
Are you serious about this idea?
We need a courier boy.
Yes.
Someone really skilled in getting about with a good knowledge of France. Louis Lake, Antoine, seems ideal.
Have you seen the shrink's report? The man is a candidate for a nut house.
But he was passed by the psychiatrist, Gordon, and recommended for courier work.
With reservations, aye. But he's not the sort of man you'd trust with your life, is he?
The concert's starting, Antoine.
Can't you see I'm reading?
Come on, you don't have to join in or anything. Just come and watch.
I might later if I finish my book. Or if I get tired of twiddling my thumbs.
Suit yourself. You'd think on the last night.
It's there to be shared, and you feel like a king with a crown. So please don't be mean, better men than you have been in the deepest shelter, the neatest shelter, the deepest shelter.
It can't be.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the lovely, the delectable, the Marquise Antoinette.
Anyone who can get away with that will make an excellent courier.
Hell.
He didn't have this in mind when he joined up.
Well, it wasn't part of the training, if that's what you mean.
It's just like peacetime up here. Except for your work, of course. And Etienne? Something to do with the finances, is he? Well, there must be lots of accounts and administration. I could help with that. I know. You don't trust me.
Of course I do. Anyway, it isn't up to me. Right. I better get on with this.
Well, I suppose he gets paid in kind for the milk and the butter, things the back you need. I just want to be more useful.
Come on. Please.
I think you squeeze rather than pull.
Right.
You're going away?
For a little while. A week. 2 at most.
I see.
How is she today?
All right. Oh, tell you what. Let's all go to the bar and persuade Henri to get his violin out. I feel like celebrating.
Any particular reason?
Mm-hmm. It's exactly a year since we came to Le Crest. A whole year. The longest we've had a home since.
Hold that lift. And for the top floor.
The top drawer, my lady. Me too, believe it or not.
you read?
Etienne's got himself 2 new farm labourers, I see.
What is it, Adele?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yep. Yeah.
Turn up to sing.
Come this way, please.
Goodness for that.
Dominique. Antoine.
Hello, Faith.
Have you been introduced?
We've met.
If not formally.
And this is Gordon Stewart, my assistant.
I'll be looking after both of you.
You know the routine, Dominique, but this is Antoine's first trip. You'll be working together.
As a team?
You're to be a leader in Area 5, under the overall authority of Clermont. It's the region next to your old stamping ground.
And what am I supposed to be, the chorus?
The courier, man. With everybody's lives depending on you. It's a damned important job.
And it's soon to become a very important area. I can't say much now, but I can tell you that a vital role will be played by Le Crest.
Le Crest?
Yeah.
It's very near to La Salle, Faith.
That's why you can be so useful there.
Well, I need a cast iron cover.
You could always go as a tank.
It's not a joke. And it's not a game. You'll understand that when you come face to face with your first German.
Beautiful. You're beautiful. He's a fine creature, don't you think, Philip?
Indeed.
You keep a stables?
I used to.
Huh?
The horses were sold.
Oh, why was that? You must come out with me one morning.
Well, that's very kind.
We will make time. So, Monsieur le Préfect, what are we to do with Le Crest?
Well, it's difficult to dig them out. The plateau's a natural fortress.
It's my biggest problem. And my patience is beginning to run out.
I've already taken various measures.
I want milice patrolling the towns and the villages. They must go in hard.
Is that practical? We're so short of manpower.
They are rebels and murderers, Philippe, acting against my authority. They come and go exactly as they please. And I won't have it. I won't have it!
Come on, lads. We'll do some target practice on the other side of the river.
That'll last a while.
And we'll get more. Then you won't run out.
I've always loved trees. When I was a little girl, we'd drive to the woods outside Vienna. Mama and me. And Papa.
Not to get firewood.
We weren't poor. Papa was so clever. We would walk and watch the sunset over the lake. And then we would dine in the evening. Always the same elegant hotel. And the orchestra playing the same Strauss waltzes. We never danced, Mama and Papa. But I remember him keeping time, his fingers rising and falling on the white tablecloth. You married Clermont?
Such a serious question for a young girl to ask.
You can tell me.
I did have a family.
Before it all began.
Yes.
Just like us.
About about Antoine?
Yes?
Well, I just wanted to say, is he really right for this posting?
I think you'll be surprised by Antoine.
Well, it's just that his personality doesn't exactly blend into the background.
He's quite a chameleon.
You mean a comedian?
Don't worry.
And if we can't get on?
I'm sure you can handle that, Virginia. And as for Lecrest being close to LaSalle...
Yes, what if I'm recognized? Or if I'm met up with...
You'll be a good 40 kilometers away. There's a slight, calculated risk. But your contacts there could be so useful.
I suppose so.
I have every confidence in you. And it's a very solid setup.
Madame Schneider!
Sylvie, tell Papa I'm going to bed. Have a headache.
I'm very grateful, Renard, for the safe lodgings and the job.
That's all right. I understand you'd like to help us.
Yes, I would.
It's difficult to know what you could do.
Anything, absolutely anything.
Have you had any sort of training?
I was a secretary, and I've done a bit of bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping? The only thing I haven't sorted out are the wretched accounts.
Well, I'll soon have them in order for you.
Well, they're certainly in the tangle. You're sure about getting involved?
I already am, aren't I?
I suppose. Ah, Luke. Have you met Nicole?
Hello.
She's a new recruit, staying up at the farm with Adele.
Who's Adele?
It is you.
No one comes up here except Etienne. It's the perfect place.
So long as you don't go to the wrong hive. I've got to think about things.
Right, well, I'll work on the accounts. Perhaps meet up later this week.
No, I'm going away on a trip.
Oh, when?
So we won't be meeting for a while.
I thought it was you.
Me too, this morning. But how could it possibly be?
What, so when did you...
I've been in Bressac all this time, and then I was posted here.
I've been here a couple of months. Things are hotting up. We're really getting to them. I stole a petrol tanker the other week.
That was you!
Yeah, and I killed 2 Germans last week.
And you're proud of that, Luke?
Well, it's them or us. That's the way it is. Look what they did to my family. Or have you forgotten?
Luke.
I'm sorry. And you? You're all right.
Yes, fine. Tired. It's been almost a year now.
It's good to see you. To be together again.
Yes. Well, I've got to go. Someone's expecting me. I'll be late.
Well, where's the rendezvous? Come on.
No, I think I better go on my own, Luke. I'll see you.
Hello? Colonel Dubois. Yes, put him through. Max, how are you? How was your trip?
So, Faith, we are recalling Renard with Clément now. We shall meet before then. You've arranged their journey and sent a message out? Excellent.
You'll be taken from the airfield to the docks. A sub will take you the rest of the way. There. I hope you're both good sailors. Don't worry, man. You'll survive. Be ready for anything when you land. German defences, patrols. Clement and Reynard will rendezvous and pick up the boat. Get clear of the coast, travel inland by train to Montbrison. Then a bus to Beaufort, then it's a long climb.
We'll get a lift.
Just be careful who with.
Of course I'll be careful.
Or you could split up for the journey overland.
Nope. We'll stick together.
When you get to Le Crest, you'll be met by Adele.
Until Dominique and Antoine arrive, you'll be on your own. Will you be all right?
Yes, Clement, I'm fine.
If you need a contact, or anything at all, go to the Maquis leader, cover name Rex. You can talk with him.
Right. How do I make contact?
He's here in Cornwall, at the church. Father Martin, the parish priest.
What?
Try and keep forgiveness in your heart for all that has been suffered by your family. Now pray to the Mother of God for help. Now go in peace.
Please be careful, Clement.
Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
Good luck.
At last.
You're not here yet? Must be a lot of sinners in Cornwall. Late on parade again, eh, Father?
Try and show a little respect, Renard.
When you're dead, you're dead. You can serve my carcass à la Provençale for all I care.
You never stop trying to shock me, do you, you old heathen?
Rex, we're leaving for England tonight.
For England?
You'll get instructions at the drop. What was that?
I do believe that you believe.
Only in the human spirit, Father.
Thank you, Father.
You're a stranger here. Come on, sit down for a moment.
It was a beautiful mass.
Yeah?
It felt like coming home.
Oh, I understand.
My name's Adele.
Of course. Clement has told me all about you. So you haven't been to Mass or received the sacraments recently?
Not for a long time. It's been difficult with travelling and the work.
I see.
And you, Father, you work for the Resistance.
I do what I can.
But the fighting, Father, the killings, how can you justify it? To yourself, to God?
How can I put it? Supposing the devil invaded your home.
The devil?
Living inside of your family. Wouldn't you want to do something about it? Catch him by the tail and throw him out of the house?
Yes, I suppose I would. I've done so many things.
Do you want to talk?
Perhaps.
Well, I'm here. Anytime.
Thank you, Father.
Is that it?
Silver signal.
Let's make sure it's not our German friends on some exercise.
Where are you, Mother?
Names.
They're beneath in Antoine, and you must be...
There are patrols up above.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did you alert them?
They've been on duty since dusk. You'll have to make your way along the shoreline. 3 or 4 miles and you should be clear.
3 or 4 miles?
And there are mines, too.
What?
Look. Must be a patrol. Get the hell away.
Only the whole of France was like this. It was free.
It isn't free here, not really.
We could all just get on with our lives. You and I could...
Don't, Luke.
Don't what?
Don't. I can't. It's too soon.
Don't worry. It'll work out. In time.
They didn't tell you about this side of the job when they signed you on, do they?
Just be quiet and keep still.
It's all glamour and excitement. That's all they go on about.
Shut up, for goodness sake. You'll just have to wait, damn it.
I shall have words with my agent about this, you mark my words.
That went extremely well. We are being entrusted with something of great importance, Faith.
The timing is good. Area 5's new team should be there soon.
And Renard and Clément. We shall brief them tomorrow. Excellent.
Let's find a taxi.
Lunch? To celebrate? To discuss matters of mutual interest.
Thank you.
We did appreciate the scenic route.
Adele.
Yes, Dominique?
This is Antoine.
To carry out searches. To arrest on suspicion.
And to shoot if any resistance is offered. Those were my orders. Are they being enforced? Not now, Kenny.
It's very urgent, General. The young lady.
Ah. Yoel, please, excuse me. We will meet again later.
Of course.
Clément, Renard, how was your trip?
Well, interesting.
You'll be wondering why we brought you on such a difficult and dangerous trip.
That's all for now, Gordon. Thank you.
Renard, my department has received many reports about your achievements on Le Crest over the past 3 years. They are impressive.
Mademoiselle, an unexpected pleasure.
So you've established a sound base for perhaps 500 men?
Oh, 1,000, at least. Word's got around. We're quite famous now.
As many as that?
The plateau's a perfect refuge. More men are arriving all the time.
Good. But the enemy, are they aware of these numbers? This fame?
We're all up in the mountains. With our terrain, what can they do?
An operation has been approved for your area. A locally based uprising. It will be timed most carefully to keep the enemy guessing. Their forces occupied.
An open rebellion? Against the German army?
You'll not find a stronger base anywhere. We're a close and loyal community. We trust each other.
You've done extremely well, mademoiselle. I'll have those terrorists picked up immediately.
Oh, that'll be difficult.
Why?
They keep lookouts on all the passes. If your men or any group of strangers were to approach Le Crest, a warning could be phoned through to the electricity station.
They give some kind of signal.
Flashing the lights.
There must be some way around this.
Not that I can see. But one of their key men, you can arrest whenever you like. He lives in Caumont, on the slopes of the plateau, below the lookout system. And he organises the violence. A man of God, indeed.
You're in regular contact with London?
3 times a week.
I want you to change everything.
Everything?
Times, codes, the lot. I know Clement has his ways, but I have mine.
Right.
I'm like a good dentist. I want to undo anything anyone's done before me, just to make quite sure. We can't know if we're secure operating up here, so...
Best to assume the worst.
Exactly.
I'll arrange it with London. Oh, Father, thanks for coming.
Rex? I'm Dominique. This is my courier, Antoine.
No, this is Luke, my right-hand man.
I'm making some changes in this area.
While Clement is away?
We don't have any date for his return. My brief right now is to build up arms, ammunition, explosives, and medical supplies.
All right. Anything you want to know about the setup of the region?
Thanks, but I lived not far away from here for 6 years, before the war.
What were you doing?
What?
Round here.
Why?
Vulgar curiosity. Of course, if you want to keep your secret to yourself.
I need some transport. Do you know somebody with a horse?
The men of Le Crest are unarmed. They're in separate little groups with no discipline and no training. How can they possibly fight off the German army?
But they'll only have to give a show of strength. The fighting will be done by professionals.
Part of the plan is to send in our own paratroops, as many as are needed.
I see. When?
You'll be signalled about it. The rising will be timed to coincide with the landings. You're going to make life very difficult for the Germans.
But after the rising has been started and the enemy alerted, what happens then?
We could blow up the passes to hold them off. Except we haven't got dynamite.
Whatever is needed will be supplied.
But what if the Germans decide to bomb us?
You'd be given RAF support, that goes without saying.
Yes, RAF support, but maybe...
We'd be the beginning of a new France. Le Crest will offer an example to the whole nation.
Ever since we met up again, you've been stringing me along.
Luke, I'm here to work, to try and be detached.
Yeah, well, I've had enough of it.
Look, after what happened, I can't just pretend it didn't.
Well, I never seemed to bother you before.
How can you say that? I've done nothing but think about Marie and...
Yeah, and I've had time to think too. I wish you'd never come to France at all.
If you hadn't, perhaps my mother would still be alive.
Ah, König. I have a happy little task for you to carry out.
Adele! What's the matter? Nothing at all.
It's him, isn't it? It's Luke.
Look, I have to go.
Well, where are you going?
I have to speak to Father Martin.
No, No, you can't go down there. Priests don't know thing about it. And I hate women. He'll tell you to get married.
You should keep away from me.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm sick.
Adele!
So, we're all agreed then?
Of course.
I suppose so.
It has its risks, but...
The operation is of critical importance to the invasion and the whole course of the war.
I understand. It's what we've been waiting for. We're ready.
And Marie was captured and interrogated. It was my fault.
Because you befriended them and stayed.
Yes. Luke was right. Their blood is on my hands. And that's not all. There was another agent. She was my friend, and she was killed. If only I'd stopped what I knew she was doing. All of them. All dead. And here am I. Still alive.
Adele, these things happened not because of what you did or didn't do.
But, Father...
It is God's will. And we have to accept it. All of us. Whatever happens. What are you doing here? This is God's house.
Yes, and we are cleansing it for him. Take him!